Welcome to the Quilter's Architect. My name is Mark. Recently, Sherry and I decided to add another sewing machine to our lineup, and in this video, I'm going to do an unboxing of the sewing machine. It's the Juki HZL NX7 model. I'm going to go through and show you some real close-up views of the different parts of the sewing machine, open up the accessories box, and look and see what all is included in there. Talk briefly about some of the different, key places on the machine where you would do certain actions or turn things on or connect things. And then also, once I get the sewing machine set up, I'm going to thread it and just sew a little bit briefly so you can see the sewing machine in action. So let's go ahead and take a look. It's always exciting to open up something new when you get it and really see what it's like. I think this will also give us an idea of the quality of the build of the machine and how well we think it's going to work out. This page goes over all the items in the accessories box as well as a few other items, so let's take a look at each one of these. We noticed this accessory and thought this was very interesting that a lot of people might find helpful. The documentation says the straight throat plate is used to sew the straight stitch with a center needle position, and it creates a perfect needle feed for lightweight fabrics or corner-to-corner stitching in patchwork piecing. And this goes along with the straight feed dog, so it's important, it says, if you're going to use this, to really pay attention to the instructions about switching this out, as you don't want to damage the machine. And here's the touch pin for the screen control. And let's take a quick look inside the top of the machine. And I'll slide the wide table or table extension on so we can see that. And like most of these, we can just turn these feet to adjust to the surface if the surface is not level that our machine is setting on. And this wide table has a 50 centimeter and 20-inch rule across the front edge of it. After the unit powers up and you click on a check mark on the screen, this is the main screen that appears. This informational screen or help screen looks very helpful. You can basically look at many things that are also in the manual. If we click on that bottom left icon with the wrench or the screwdriver for settings, these are the options that are presented. Let's take a quick look at these controls. After sewing, you can press this thread trimming button to trim both threads automatically. This is the needle up-down switch, and when you hold it pressed, the sewing machine performs sewing at a low speed. And of course, when the machine is stopped, you can press this button to raise or lower the needle. This is the presser auto lift button, and you can press this to either raise or lower the presser foot. There's also a setting that will cause the presser foot to go up automatically after thread trimming. You can move this speed controller towards the turtle to slow down the maximum sewing speed, or towards the rabbit to speed it up. When this button is pressed, the sewing machine does a lock stitch. This is the reverse stitch button, and for a straight stitch and zigzag stitch, the sewing machine performs reverse stitch as long as the button is held pressed. For other stitch types, the sewing machine performs a lock stitch. This stop-start button cannot be used if you have the foot controller plugged in. You seem to be able to use this though if you don't use the foot controller to stop and start sewing. The color of the button reflects the machine's status. Green is ready to start and/or while it's sewing. Red is not ready to start. And orange means the lock stitch button is pressed while the sewing machine is engaged in pattern sewing. Pushing this button forward makes it very easy to remove the bobbin case cover. The power cord plugs in right here. The foot pedal cord plugs in here. And here's our power on-off button. This is a USB port that the manual mentions that you would use to do a firmware update. The manual gives easy to follow instructions for auto threading. When you're going through those steps, once you get to step 8, you cut the thread on that button, or that little notch there, the cutter, and then you use that lever 9 to bring the auto threader down to the needle slowly to engage the needle with the thread. So we have the machine powered up and threaded, have an HST here ready to put together. So I'm just going to demonstrate sewing with the machine just to show it working after we unboxed it. Well, I hope you enjoyed doing this quick unboxing with me, taking a look at this Juki model of sewing machine. As we go forward, we plan on the two of us, Sherry and I, using the machine. We'll kind of like try out the different features, and we hope to kind of share some little morsels, tidbits about what we learn and the things we like if we find anything challenging with you on upcoming videos. And I would encourage you as well, if you are already an owner of this model or similar model of the Juki sewing machine, please post your comments, because this is really helpful when someone else who really uses a machine or any type of product, right, if they share what they actually experienced as they use it, it really gives other people a good idea, and then it helps them to make more informed decisions if they're thinking about buying something similar. So we encourage you to look for more information as we share those details in subsequent videos, and we'll look forward to seeing you in our next video.